What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at a Series 23 WWE Legends Elite Collection. This is Big Bubba Rogers. And as you can see here on the side, we got a nice little picture, Big Bubba Rogers Elite Collection. Some business about 2K24 My Faction character. Same picture on this side. As we spin around to the back, it says Big Bubba Rogers, title UWF Heavyweight Championship. Big Bubba Rogers was a force to be reckoned with in the 1980s. The agile big man began his career as a bodyguard for Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express, before taking on legends like Dusty Rhodes, One Man Gang, and Michael Hayes. Later, Rogers traveled to the WWE, where he dished out hard time as Big Boss Man. And that's how I remember him, mainly as Big Boss Man. And the Chase variant of him looked much more like the Big Boss Man figure than this kind of mafioso looking guy here. The rest of the wave came with a Hulk Hogan, Rosie, and Jamal. So cool wave right there. Let's go ahead and get him flipped around this side. So we'll take one last look at him in the box. It looks like he does come with an alternate head sculpt that looks much more like the Big Boss Man head sculpt. It's got less of the this Big Bubba type hairstyle, and it's more pushed back with the high top, kind of more like the Big Boss Man. So let's go ahead and get this guy pulled out of the package and take a closer look. All right, so as far as his accessories, he did come with a pair of blacked out aviators. Not sure how well you can see those there, but cool sunglasses. I feel like these are going to help him look like that Big Boss Man look better. More than likely, I'm going to be displaying him with this alternate head because, as I said, the Big Boss Man is how I remember him mostly. I was born in 1982, so I'm going to have mine look as much like the Big Boss Man as possible. Unfortunately, I was unable to find the Chase variant of this figure where he does have the blue shirt on, and I know it's not Boss Man, but it looks a lot more like Boss Man than he does with this white shirt. He also comes with 2 additional gripping hands. He doesn't really have anything to hold on to other than the belt, but I guess you do want to be able to hold on to the belt, maybe hold it up, throw it over his shoulder and hold on to it, something like that. And he is equipped with 2 fisted hands right there. As far as his UWF belt, it's looking really nice, blinging gold. Try to get you a good view of that. Really nice belt. So definitely I'll probably keep this with him because it came with him. A lot of times, if I get doubles of figures and stuff, I'll use the belts for different types of decorations in the diorama or whatever. Just how I have them set up on the ring. I don't know if I'd necessarily call it a diorama at this moment, but I'm going to keep this belt with him just because it's kind of special for him. And then let's take a closer look at what we've got here. We'll go over his articulation. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this hat off, and it is just kind of like a rubber feeling hat. Slides right on the head, stays pretty well. It's not going to fall off or anything. It pressure fits pretty nice. And then you can see kind of the wind-blown Bubba style haircut here with the beard. I actually do like this face. No issues with this face at all. It's a really good looking face. It's just not the Big Boss Man look that I remember him having. So I am going to swap that out, and I'll show you what that looks like before the end of the video. But let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He can, ooh, look at that. He can look to the left. He can look to the right. It is kind of stiff. He can look down, and he can look up about that far. However, this diaphragm cut lets it appear that he's looking up a little bit more, as well as he can bend to about that much. And this is a way that looks from the front. As far as his arms, they will spin all the way around, go up into the T-pose. The biceps will swivel all the way around. He does have a double jointed, it looks like he's got a double jointed elbow. Wrists will swivel all the way around and rotate inwards and outwards. So it's pretty standard articulation of what we're used to seeing with these guys. He also has the waist swivel there and thigh swivel. as well as a double jointed pinned knee. Now the elbows are pinless, but the knees are pinned, as you can see here, but they are double jointed knees and they get a really nice range of motion. I'm not having any issues with mine being too stiff or too loose. They seem to be just about right. As far as the splits, he can go out to about there, front and back. He can do a pretty good kick. I'd say that'd get a lot of people pretty decent up towards the jaw area. He is a larger man, so that's going to be a pretty high kick. Let's come in here, look pretty close, get a good look at that face, just so you can see what that looks like really well before we swap it out to the other one. I'm going to go ahead and pull him off camera and swap this head out real quick and be right back. So there he is with the alternate head sculpt with the sunglasses on. That's definitely much more of a big boss man looking face right there. And this is how I'm going to display mine. More than likely, I'm going to keep this hat off. I'm going to keep the glasses on. Probably going to switch it to a grippy hand so he can hold the belt up kind of high and proud like that. And that's going to be my version of Big Boss Man. Unless I ever come across the Chase variant, which I would love to be able to find the one with the blue shirt. These guys got clear down to like $6, I want to say, at some point. But I never did see the Chase variant of Big Boss Man. So let's go ahead and swap this hand out real quick, get him holding the belt up, and then we'll get him set up and take a final look, go over our final thoughts. So there he is holding that gold belt. Again, I really like this figure. I'm not sure how you guys feel about him. I'm happy that they gave a Chase variant of Big Bubba Rogers with the blue shirt on. I just gotta find it. That's my only complaint about that, but definitely 2 thumbs up on this guy. Really impressed with this Legends series. I think they did a really good job on it. Since you guys made it to the end of the video, I'm going to give you a special sneak peek. I'm going to try something out with this guy. You guys know I'm a Motu guy. There's a little cartoon collection Prince Adam head. I thought it was going to be a perfect fit, but it's not. It's actually a little too loose. It does not fit on there, but it will set on there just good enough to look like Prince Adam / He-Man. Got some chest hair hanging out in the business suit. I just thought it was kind of funny. Wanted to pop that in at the very end. You guys have a blessed day. Don't forget to tell someone you love them, and I'll see you next time.